You've seen the headlines. Americans are fatter than ever. According to the Centers for Disease Control, a staggering 2/3 of Americans are either overweight or obese. Even though we spend an estimated $42 billion a year trying to lose weight, our waistlines aren't shrinking. Researchers are searching for clues as to why, despite earnest efforts, many people can't shed extra pounds or can't keep lost weight off for good.
Eating less and exercising more will translate into greater weight loss, but that's equivalent to providing financial advice to simply spend less and make more money. Sure, it makes sense, but how do you actually do it? That requires, having some tools. And, major problem with many Americans is they've been given the wrong tools. They've been strongly encouraged to adopt a very low-fat, high-carbohydrate diet, and for many people, it's backfired.
Starting in the 1970s, the low-fat food craze swept the nation. But even though many foods are now available in low-fat forms, they haven't made it any easier to lose weight. Perhaps that's because these low-fat foods often have as many calories as their full-fat counterparts. You'll learn why in a moment. Moreover, it turns out that eating the right fats is actually critical to losing weight. Instead, there's something else in our diets that may be to blame for obesity.
As far as a culprit, I think there's many candidates, although clearly there is evidence that a major problem is overconsumption of carbohydrate. In particular, carbohydrates that are highly refined and processed, and sugars, especially fructose, for example, is a major problem in people's diet. In my opinion, the low-fat train has derailed, and there's really a groundswelling of support and interest in low-carbohydrate diets.
A diet that controls carb intake and limits sugar and flour and other refined grains is commonly called a low-carb or Atkins diet. It is another weight loss trend that's gained a lot of attention because millions of people have achieved success on Atkins. But unlike fad diets, there is convincing scientific evidence that reducing carbohydrates is a path to weight loss for many. The key to success is learning how to select the right carbohydrate foods and avoid the problematic ones.
Bad carbs are the ones that have very little in the way of vitamins and minerals. A perfect example is white sugar and white flour and everything made with them. So we're talking about cakes and candies and cookies. Good carbs are just the opposite. They have the most nutrients available, like vegetables and fruits and seeds and nuts and whole grains.
Studies show that controlling carbohydrates can control glucose and insulin levels, reducing risk for diabetes, heart disease, and other health problems. Preserve lean muscle mass even as you lose fat. Raise good cholesterol and reduce triglycerides, and help dieters stick with the program. While health benefits of controlling carbohydrates are evident, it's important to note that a low-carb diet isn't a free pass to eat unlimited amounts of protein and fat.
There are many misconceptions about Atkins. A common one that people often have the impression that induction or the first phase of Atkins is the entire program. Many people also believe that it's an unlimited amount of fat and protein and cheese and bacon, and that's simply not true. The tools for Atkins is to be able to have a full array of colorful vegetables in the beginning, and you're having 5 to 8 servings of vegetables a day, even in phase 1 induction. And the real purpose of Atkins is not only to help you achieve your weight loss goals, but to teach you a permanent way of eating that will help you maintain that weight loss. And following the 4 phases of Atkins is very important to achieve that goal, and controlling carbohydrates is integral to that process, finding your carbohydrate threshold.
Many diets come and go. Atkins has been around for almost 4 decades, and with so much evidence that sugar and refined flour are leading contributors to obesity, it looks like low-carb eating plans are here to stay. For nearly 4 decades, the Atkins diet has revolutionized the way people eat. Founded by cardiologist Robert Atkins, the Atkins program emphasizes protein, natural fats, nutrient-rich vegetables, and whole foods. By controlling carb intake and cutting out sugar, white flour, and other refined grains that spike insulin levels, the Atkins diet helps turn your body into a fat-burning machine.
The Atkins program allows the body to burn its own fat as its primary energy source, and that's really important. When you have fat stored, you want to be able to burn it for energy. And controlling carbohydrates is key to that success. When carbs are low enough, the body will burn fat for fuel.
As with any weight loss program, the secret to success is sticking with it. Atkins makes this easy because eating enough protein, fat, and fiber helps you stay in control of your appetite, plus a variety of convenient and great-tasting bars and shakes, all specially formulated with the right balance of protein, fat, fiber, vitamins, and minerals, help you eat right, even on the go.
Started eating low carb because I wanted to lose weight, build muscle, and just kind of reduce overall body fat to be healthy. I didn't do Atkins just to lose weight. I probably did it more to lower fat and build muscle. So I've had great success with it. I like the Atkins products primarily for breakfast. I love the bars. They simply taste great. And obviously they have the right nutrition elements for me, so that's why I like them. I'd recommend Atkins products because they're low in sugar, high in protein, and they just taste better than any of the other products on the market out there. I trust Atkins. I just think there's more science involved, and again, I like the way it tastes.
It was about 3 years ago that I decided I needed to lose some weight, and I tried Atkins, and I did it really religiously. And over the last 3 years, I have lost and kept off 15 pounds. The nutrition bars and shakes are excellent, and they are indeed, I think, what has made it easy for me to stay on plan and to make this part of my lifestyle. I work full-time, I have 3 children, I'm going constantly, and really eating is, you know, fixing food for myself is almost always an afterthought, and so really the shakes are my favorite. I actually call them my nuclear shakes because I can down them quickly and have an entire meal and take the edge off of hunger. And then really, I have a really real and good healthy breakfast, and then I come home and have a very healthy dinner. But in between time, those shakes and the snacks really help me get through with relative ease.
I'm a registered dietitian, and I've been trained in the conventional low-fat approach and actually followed that type of diet most of my life until I tried the Atkins diet, and it was really a epiphany moment for me when I tried the diet, and I felt so completely different and had more energy, changed my body composition. The Atkins diet really hinges on finding your level of carbohydrate that you can tolerate and metabolize in a healthy manner. And the research shows that is really critical. It makes sense. It's grounded in basic biochemistry and metabolism, and there's a wealth of scientific evidence supporting that approach, and there's a tremendous number of success stories from Atkins followers.
The Atkins diet, backed by extensive research, helps you manage your weight and improve your health. For more information about scientifically formulated, great-tasting foods to help you reach your weight loss goal, visit www.atkins.com.